What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams with The Distance. Got another video for you guys today. This one is Daniel Ponce de Leon versus Cornelius Locke. A featherweight matchup. Something's happening outside there. But featherweight matchup, not for a championship. On the undercard, Mayweather Mosley. On pay-per-view, May the 1st, MGM Grand. Pretty good, really good. I guess it's not a really good fight. It's a decent fight. I guess the only thing that they both have in common though is that the last opponent they both faced was Orlando Cruz. Both of them knocked them out. Ponce de Leon, knocked them out like in 3 rounds compared to Locke's 5 rounds, whatever. But overall it's a decent fight. And at the same time, you have kind of a contrast of styles. You got 2 featherweights. Both, I believe, Locke's a southpaw. Both of them are southpaws. Both of them use southpaw jabs. They have long reaches for featherweights. Like De Leon, he has a 70-inch reach, and Locke has like a 73. So it's pretty long reach, pretty long span for a featherweight. But anyway, onto the fight. With De Leon wants to be on the attack the whole entire fight. If you look at a lot of his past fights, with De Leon, he kind of stays on the outside. He comes from the outside and he comes in with his southpaw jab and uses it and sets up his left hand. And in this fight, he has to kind of be like the old Daniel Ponce de Leon. He has to stay on the outside, and he has to attack from the outside. And he does a very good job of attacking from the outside and using that right jab to attack from the outside. If you look at the Lopez fight, you were able to tell that he did get a bit intimidated in that fight by Lopez's punching power, so he didn't attack as much. But when he did attack, he was actually getting his points, getting some decent shots out, but he wasn't able to land flush to the chin of Lopez. But he was able to not, like, Lopez wasn't able to get his offense off. So pretty much De Leon in this fight needs to fight his typical fight. He needs to stay from the outside and come in, pretty much come in with his southpaw jab and try to get the left in, sneak the left in. Because Locke does at times stand there and let you have it with him. And basically, I think that with De Leon's style of coming out and then coming in, I think it could be kind of a nightmare for Locke. But a fighter who's just who kind of stands there, and we've seen fights like Locke kind of has a tendency of moving back and forth, up and down. And there have been fights that have done that against De Leon, and he throws different shots, throws a different assortment of shots. Sometimes he'll throw in that wide right, wide left, but sometimes he'll come in with the left uppercut and it lands. And really, we really need to see that in this fight. Hopefully we get to see the old Daniel Ponce de Leon. And as well, we saw in the Lopez fight, he was starting to kind of shorten up his shots a little bit. He wasn't throwing as wide as he used to. So in this fight, especially against Locke, who sometimes throws shots very wide at times and throws his shots out of range, De Leon has the speed to come in and pretty much shorten up the shots and land on his chin. Cornelius Locke in this fight, with the longer reach and being, I believe he's the bigger fighter with the longer reach, Locke definitely needs to pretty much try his best to walk down De Leon. De Leon does tire out in the later rounds. He loses steam in those later rounds, and the punches aren't as hard and they don't come as fast. And what Locke needs to do, Locke doesn't necessarily have one-punch knockout power, but Locke needs to walk him down. He needs to walk him down the later stages of the fight and try to get the knockout and try to stop him. Locke definitely needs timing in this fight. I think timing is the key in this fight, timing and countering, because De Leon is a big puncher. 32 knockouts on his record, big puncher, and when he throws at times, he misses as well. So if he could time De Leon coming in, and probably time him with the right hand, because De Leon does have trouble defending himself from the right hand. You know, if he could time with the right hand, he could possibly, you know, get at least a knockdown in the fight. And after he gets knockdown, he has to be on the attack pretty much. You know, that's really Locke's way of winning the fight. And Locke does want to take the range away, because if he takes the range away, if he stays in close and he uses that jab to stay close to him, then pretty much it could be an inside fight. And he doesn't want De Leon out of range in that fight. Definitely does not want De Leon out of range. And pretty much that's his way of winning. You know, technical boxing is his way of winning. You know, countering, you know, being smart, elusiveness, you know, and keeping his range, staying close. You know, that's really Locke's way of winning this fight. But me, if I gotta make a decision on this fight, and it's kind of a weird decision, but I want to go with Daniel Ponce de Leon by a knockout in probably the 9th round. I think he can knock out Cornelius Locke by 9. But anyway, that was the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.